guys! It's me, Lady Sarcy. Welcome back to my channel. Walang personalan, boring lang. You know what guys? I'm supposed to attend to a friend's wedding today, but I can't get over what I've seen in the news last night. It's about our fellow Filipina, 25 years old Kiela Samson, who crossed the border of Myanmar from Thailand, but unfortunately got caught by the Myanmar police and currently detained in Myadi police station in Myanmar. So since I still have time, I have decided to make a vlog about crossing the border to raise awareness of the possible danger we encounter if we don't do it legally. So okay, Kiela left the country December 7, 2022, going to Thailand, and she decided to cross the border to Myanmar. The last time she contacted her family through video call was January 19, 2023 inside the police station. Now, her family are appealing to the Philippine government and of course to our government officials for help. And this is so heartbreaking, guys, because considering that our country is still in shock because of the death of another OFW who was killed in Kuwait. I am sending prayers to both of their families, and from the bottom of my heart, I am really hoping that Kiela will be able to return home safe to her family. In my previous videos, I am always saying that whatever reasons you may have when traveling abroad, it all depends on you. Travel at your own risk. You already know what kind of government we have. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against our government, because I know there's willingness to help. But I'm talking about the urgency. Like, how fast is the help to arrive, to come to you, diba? And unless it is a natural calamity that nobody sees coming, no one can really help you but yourself, right? So for today's video, I am going to share with you some tips on what you should know before crossing the border. Crossing the border by land or by boat is hands down a tedious moment for everyone. Backpackers love doing it as a means to cut expenses of a tight budget. But after several unfortunate situations like what happened to our fellow kababayan, border crossing can also be stressful. So to avoid putting yourself or your family in a situation like that, watch this video until the end. Disclaimer, I am not into victim blaming, because that's not what we need at this point in time. I know there's more to her story than this, and I can't wait for her to tell us what really happened. Instead, together with her family, we can help praying that our government may intervene and do something about it. So anyway, here are the things you should know before crossing the border. Is it visa-free country for you? Guys, check the exact visa requirements to your nationality. Have in mind that foreign policies keep changing, and it is up to you to keep informed. Normally guys, when you are traveling abroad, you get to meet other people, other nationalities, or even fellow Filipinos who will convince you to cross border. Now, you have to remember this. These people might be holding blue passport. When you say blue passport citizens, they are from America, Canada, Australia, Japan, too many to mention. Or our fellow Filipinos and Filipinas that are married to other foreign nationals. So now, here comes the boat, crossing to other country. You forget the restrictions of your passport. You just automatically jump in without thinking the consequences of your action. Upon arrival at the port of entry, guess what? Filipinos need a visa. Lucky you if it is a visa on arrival. One of these days, I will make a vlog about visa on arrival and what are the countries that offering Filipinos a visa on arrival visa. So okay, you arrive at the port of entry. You discover Philippine passport holder need a visa. What are you going to do? And when you are looking to your newfound friend's passport, everyone are eligible to cross except you. Now, your so-called vacation end up in a police station. When you are traveling abroad, bring your common sense with you. It won't hurt guys, trust me. Okay, next. Before planning to cross the border, research the border checkpoint. Some border checkpoints are more isolated or sketchy than others. It is again expectations versus reality. Crossing the border includes scams. Some border checkpoints will charge you more than the normal fee. Being on the other side of the world, dealing with corrupt armed men planning to steal your money is quite scary. Better to check up on the visa cost beforehand and carry only exact amount in a local currency or in dollars. And as a preventative measure, hide some emergency cash in case you bump into a more assertive guard. But of course, be cooperative to the officers. Bottom line again, their country, their rules. So, are you ready for that? Next, know if it is already open for tourism. Guys, since the pandemic, there are still countries that are not fully open to tourists. Health advice is continually changing, and restrictions to prevent outbreaks can change quickly. You can't just show up in a boat and insist entry. Listen to any travel advisory. And if maybe some reason is due to pandemic, there are some naman na it's because of ongoing war, like Myanmar. As of January 19, 2023, latest update. Do not travel to Myanmar due to ongoing civil unrest and armed conflict. Violence, including explosions and attacks, can occur anywhere and anytime, including in Yangon. Yangon or Yangon, I'm not sure. Yangon is the largest city in Myanmar where tourists normally flock because of its famous colonial era buildings, which are best explored by foot or on pedicab. See, Kiela, Samson, and the rest of the Filipinos are crossing the border despite of early travel warnings. I think this is one of the reasons why they were arrested. And based on the timeline, she left the Philippines December 7, 2022. So dapat before January 8, 2023, she should leave Thailand and go back to the Philippines. But then, they crossed Myanmar nga, where they got caught by the police on January 17. Again, we don't know the whole story. So, aside from knowing the current situation of the country that you are going to, you also need to check the relationship between that country and yours. Like, is it a friendly zone? Is there any treaty between your country to that country? Things like that. And guys, if you are lazy to do all of that, stay put. Just travel one country at a time. This is not a race. One day you will get there. Safety first before anything. Next, number of days allowed. Know the maximum limit of your stay. Even if it is visa-free countries for Filipinos, we are not allowed to stay there for good or until whenever you want. Like in Singapore, Filipinos are only allowed up to 30 days. In Hong Kong, only up to 14 days. In Taiwan, 14 days. Know the limit. And if you are planning to exit on a neighboring country, do that before the maximum limit expires. Example, we Filipinos are only allowed maximum of 30 days stay in Thailand. Do not consume all the 30 days before you decide to exit into the Cambodian border or Myanmar. They also have an immigration officer. You need to be smart and plan it properly. You can't be stupid and ignorant. Bawal tatanga-tanga, guys. Know the rules and regulations. Different country, different rules. This is not Manila to Cebu or Palawan to Davao. Actually, the problem with us Filipinos, because we are lack of discipline in our country, we think we can't bring the same stupidity in another country. No, you don't need to be extremely smart. You just need to activate some of your brain cells. My God. And guys, I'm not saying that I am the perfect citizen of the Philippines, ha? I am not. It is just that I know all the rules and then I know how to break them and I always know the name of the game. Last but not the least, bring travel documents like you presented to the Philippine immigration, like passport with 6 months validity, round-trip tickets regardless of your departure point. Example, you are crossing Cambodian border but your round-trip ticket is from Thailand to Manila. It doesn't matter. In fact, that only means that you are not staying in the country for long. Then it is also important to have confirmed hotel booking because that's another way to show that you planned your trip ahead of time and not just out of desperate circumstances you are into. Better also to have some money that are already exchanged in the local currency. Then, don't forget the itinerary. Just bring anything you can to help your trip. If possible, travel as a group and avoid crossing the border alone unless you are really looking for tragedy or any disaster for your life. If you are a solo traveler, make some acquaintances. Try to join other fellow travelers during that crossing, okay? So there you have it, guys. Things you should know before planning to cross a border. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching. Keep safe, everyone. I love you.